Applied Mathematics, Chapter 14, Compound Interest and Annuity. In this video, we are going to study about net present value. For this, we will study about cash inflow and cash outflow. Cash inflow is the money coming into the business through different sources such as sales, investment, etc. And cash outflow is the money leaving the business such as staff salary, rent, bills and other expenditures, etc. For healthy businesses, it is important that cash inflow should be greater than cash outflow. Discount. If anyone invests a money, he or she will expect the maximum return from it. That is what we call as a discount rate. Discount rate is the investment expected rate of return. Net present value. The sum of all present value of cash inflows minus the sum of present value of all cash outflow. So here cash inflow must be greater than cash outflow. That way we will get the sum amount which we call as a net present value. Let us proceed the problems based on these questions. Calculate the net payment value of the project which requires an investment of rupees 2 lakh and it is expected to generate the net cash inflow of rupees 80,000 at every 6 months for 2 years. Assume that the salvage value of the project is 0 and the discount rate is 12% per annum. Now here you can clearly observe that cash inflow is 80,000 every 6 months for 2 years. That means compounded half yearly. In this case, we apply for the conversion period because for every 6 months the amount has been inflow is there 80,000. So conversion period is, in this case, consider principal to be the 80,000, that is the cash inflow. It remains the same. And rate of interest is 12%, which becomes 6%. As decimal, we can say that it is 0.06 becomes half, because rate of interest becomes half in conversion period when it is compounded semi-annually. Compounded half yearly, because every 6 months the amount has been generated, the inflow is there. So time is given as 2 years. Time is 2 years, and we know that in conversion period time becomes double, so it becomes 4 years. Time becomes double, so it becomes 4 years. Here we calculated the cash inflow for 4 years as the time is 4 years. So we will have present value for first year is given as the principal 80,000, 1 plus rate of interest is 6 upon 100 whole to the power minus 1, which give us the result as 80,000 1.06 minus 1, or you can say that 80,000 divided by 1.06. This is the present value for first year. Then present value for second year will be 80,000 1.06 whole to the power minus 2 comes out to be 80,000 upon 1.06 whole square. Similarly, present value for third year will be 80,000 because principal remains the same. Here it is given that every 6 months 80,000 cash inflow is there. So we have divided by 1.06 whole to the power cube. We have taken the negative exponent to the positive by taking it the denominator. So for present value for fourth year, because we have to calculate for 4 years, will be 80,000 divided by 1.06 whole to the power 4. To calculate net cash inflow is being calculated by adding all these present values. So net cash inflow is equal to sum of all present value for all 4 years. Sum of all present value for all these 4 years. So we will add present value for first year, second year, third year and fourth year to calculate net cash inflow. Net cash inflow, present value of first year, present value of second year, plus present value of third year, plus present value of fourth year. Now adding all these three, we will get, if I take 80,000 from the numerator and 1.06 whole to the power 4 from the denominator, I will get it here as 1.06 whole to the power cube plus 1.06 whole to the power, say, square, plus 1.06 plus 1. Taking the LCM, and we will get 80,000 common and 1.06 from the numerator I have common, and when we take the LCM, I get 1.06 whole cube plus 1.06 whole square plus 1.06 plus 1. Now solving this, 80,000, 1.06 4 times, if you multiply, you will get the 1.262 approximately. And here 1.06 whole cube give the result as 1.191 plus 1.06 whole square give me the result as 1.123 plus 1.06 plus 1. These are the approximate values. So here we get 80,000 upon 1.262, adding this 1.161, 1.191, 1.123, 1.06 and 1. We get 411,713.4. So you will get 4.374. Now again on dividing, 4.374 divided by 1.622, we will get 80,000 multiplied by 3.465. If you divide this, you will get 3.465. Multiply 80,000 with this, you will get 0, 3 zeros, 3 0 0, 8 5s are 44, 48 plus 4, 52, 5, and 32 plus 5, 37, 3, 24, 27. So you have 2,77,200 as a net cash inflow. This is the net cash inflow. So net present value is given as net cash inflow minus net cash outflow. That means 2,77,200 minus 2 lakh, because the investment is of 2 lakh. Investment for this project is of 2 lakh. So we subtract from the net cash inflow minus net cash outflow is give me the result as 77,200 rupees as net present value. So net present value is calculated as calculating the net cash inflow minus net cash outflow. You get the value as 77,200. For the installation of the machine, an investment of rupees 7 lakh is required, which is expected to generate a net cash inflow of rupees 2,40,000, rupees 3 lakh and rupees 3,25,000 at the end of first, second and third year respectively. At the end of 3 years, the machine is to be sold as 90,000. Calculate the net present value of the investment and if the discount is 18%. Now in this case, there are three different payments. One is 2,40,000, 3 lakh and 3,25,000. So here we make, first of all, to solve this, we make a flow chart. On the first initial year, there no investment is there. In the second, the cash inflow. In second year, the net cash inflow is the payment upon 1 plus the rate of interest, which is 18% is a discount, which is in decimal form it is 0.18. For the second year, it is given as, and for the third year, it is given as whole cube. This is the net cash inflow. This is a net cash inflow. Let us calculate for this. So we have net present value of cash inflow is the first year cash inflow, second year cash flow, and third year cash inflow. So we will for this we can say that first year cash inflow, first year plus cash inflow, second year plus cash inflow, third year. So for first year we have the payment is 2,40,000, 2,40,000, and the cash inflow is 1 plus here I is the discount which is given as 18%. In decimal form we will write it as 0.18. For the second year cash inflow, the amount payment is 3 lakh divided by 1 plus 0.18 whole square. And for the third year, it is 3,25,000 divided by 1 plus 0.18 whole cube. In this case, you take 1000 and 1.018 is 1.18. 1.18. So I take 1000 upon 1.18 common. I left with 240 plus 300 divided by 1.18 only plus 325 divided by 1.18 whole square. Taking the LCM, what you will get? 1000 upon 1.18, here 240 into 1.18 whole square plus 300 into 1.18 plus 325 only, whole divided by 1.18, whole divided by 1.18 whole square, whole divided by 1.18 whole square. Now on solving, we will get, so net payment present value of cash inflow, net present value of cash inflow is equal to 1000 upon 1.18 whole cube, 240 into 1.18 whole square plus 300 into 1.18 plus 325. On solving, we get 1000. Taking the cube of 1.18, we get 1.643032. 240 multiplied by 1.18 whole square, this giving the result as 343.176. On multiplying this, I get 354 plus 325. Again, I have 1000 upon 1.643032 multiplied by 1013.176. Divide 1013.176 by 1.643032. 1000 into 1013.16 divided by 1.643032 is 616.65019. When you multiply it by 1000, you will get 616,650.19. This is the net present value of cash inflow. And we know that in the third, after 3 years, the machine is being sold by 90,000. So machine sold for rupees 90,000. This is also a kind of a cash inflow. Cash inflow is this. So net cash inflow, net present value of cash inflow is equal to 61 lakh 6,650.19 plus 90,000. On adding, you will get 7 lakh, say 7 lakh 6,650.19. And cash outflow was, cash outflow is the investment that is done of 7 lakh. So cash outflow is 7 lakh rupees. So we have net present value of investment is equal to net cash inflow minus net cash outflow. That means 7 lakh 6,650.19 minus 7 lakh, this comes out to be 6,650 rupees 19 paisa, or round off you will take that 6,600 rupees 20 paisa, which is approximately 6,650 rupees 20 paisa approximately. So net cash, net present value of investment is 6,650 rupees 20 paisa. Hope you understand about the net cash inflow and the net cash outflow, how to calculate the present value of the investment. And I hope that you can understand by this. So keep watching my video. Do like and subscribe my video.